Hey, my name is Jim. Welcome to Prosper the City, where your city needs you. You, right there. Ready to find out more? Come on, let's do it. So look around you for a second and see the people's faces. These are the people that are going to help you serve like maybe you never served before. See, we're going to spend the next 3 weeks coming together and talking about a service project, a way to serve and make an immediate impact in our community. And on the 4th week, then we're going to go do it. But what may make Prosper the City different than the times before that you have given away your gifts, your talents, and your abilities to help someone or to be a part of a cause is that each week we're going to come together and we're going to talk about Jesus. We're going to look at a story of Jesus' life. Now, maybe you feel like you know all about Jesus, or maybe you feel like you know nothing about Jesus, or maybe you're somewhere in between. Guys, that's cool. It's okay, because we're going to look at a story and at the end ask you questions that only you can answer. And here's the questions. I'll give it to you right now. They are: what does this tell us about people? What does this tell us about Jesus? And what does this tell us about our project? And what better place to start than Jesus feeding over 5,000 people? And so let's set the scene. Jesus has been talking to over 5,000 people out in the country almost all day long, right? And the disciples are looking around, the sun's going down, and they know, just like when you were a kid maybe and you had to be home before the street lights came on, it's time for people to go, right? People are getting hungry, and so they tell Jesus, hey, let's send these people away so they can go get some food. But then Jesus tells his disciples, why don't you give them something to eat? And see, the disciples really misheard Jesus that day, because they start doing the mental math. They're looking at the crowd and they're looking at what they lack. But what Jesus is really telling them is look at what you have an abundance of, which was 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. And through those things, Jesus performs a miracle and feeds over 5,000 people. This idea of looking at what you have is important for Prosper the City, because we're going to do something today called asset mapping, where we're going to look at your gifts, your talents, your abilities, and the networks that you are a part of, and look at how those things can help meet a need in our community. Now, we're going to look at it from the point of abundance. A lot of times we can look at things as a scarcity. We can look at what in our city is scarce. But instead, when we flip it and we look at what we have an abundance of and how we can use those things to meet a need, then we can serve in a way that only you can serve. All right, everyone, enough talking. Let's get into our group. Let's get started. And captains, don't forget to take some pictures while you're at it too. See ya.